7 o'clock in Texas, guys. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm actually solo tonight. Frank is taking the night off. Glad to see you guys in the chat this evening. There we go. That's a little bit better. Just want to do some quick audio level here. Right there, listening to myself in the stream. And I'll go ahead and mute that, and we'll switch over here. Good evening. Thank you for joining Ham Radio 2.0 live stream Sunday night. You know what? This is the last live, not even think about that. This is the last live stream of 2020. That is kind of cool. Yeah, that's right. So next week is the 27th, and then the following week is the 3rd. So there we go. The last live stream of 2020 is tonight, and it has been a wild ride this year for various reasons. You know, when the year first started, I told myself I was going to do a live stream the first and third Sunday of the month. I didn't want to commit to every week, so we committed to the first and third Sunday of every month. And due to lockdowns and due to all the Hamfest cancellations and junk, I think we stuck to that. I don't think we missed any of those. It's possible we missed something the weekend of Orlando Hamcation, which was February, which was before all the lockdowns started. It's possible I missed something that weekend, but I think it fell correctly where my live stream was both before and after that weekend, I think. I'd have to go back and double check that. I don't remember right now, but you know what? It's been fun. It's been fun. I'm glad I've got to adhere to the schedule. I'm glad that I got to be with you guys every other week. We've got some new things planned for 2021 upcoming, and I don't know exactly what that's going to look like yet. At first, I had thought about going every Sunday, and I might eventually get there, like maybe February, March timeframe. We're not going to start every Sunday in January. I know that. We're going to be doing a couple of new things, which I'm going to talk about tonight. And we're going to be live streaming. We're going to continue our Wednesday lunchtime live stream at noon on Wednesdays. And that's going to be a thing for 2021 also. So that's going to keep going. Not really sure how long I'll keep that going. I created that live stream in order to go just basically during the lockdowns. And now that everything's, depending on where you live, most everything's open back up. I know a lot of people still live in places that stuff is locked down. But even like here in Texas where we are, pretty much everything's open back up, but people are still working from home. There's a lot of buildings and people's offices are still closed. A lot of people still working from home. So I usually get 75, 100, maybe 125, maybe up to 150, depending on the topic, in my lunchtime live stream. So I'm going to keep it going because people want to see it, and I have fun doing it. So that's going to be good. My nose itches every time I hit go. This coming Wednesday, we're going to have Bob K6UDA. He's going to come on the live stream and talk to us about his move to Idaho. If you notice, his streams lately have been sporadic, not nearly as regular as what he usually does. He posted a video a week ago, something like that, about some IC705 accessories he's using. And I talked to him on the phone about a couple of things, and I said, dude, just come onto my live stream and let everyone know what you're doing, where what your status is and that kind of thing until you get your own stuff back up and running. And he said, hey, that sounds great. So we expect to see him this coming Wednesday at noon Central Time. That'd be 10 a.m. California time. And looking forward to doing that. So a lot of good folks in the chat tonight. I see Chuck KK6 USY. Thanks for being here. I see Don Izzo, Phillips in the chat. North County Hams in the chat. I see Clark. Clark's out there. Tango Oscar Mike is out there. Steve Km4 AFL. Got several other people. Oh, Mike N6IMY says, glad to see a notification from YouTube. Good. I've got some comments on that later. We'll get to that here in a second. So a lot of familiar faces out there in YouTube chat land. So thanks for being here tonight, guys. Cool. All right, where's my list? Because I got so I am Frankless tonight, and quite frankly, Frank had some family stuff going on tonight, and he texted me. He texted me last Sunday. He's like, "I won't make the stream tonight." I'm like, "Cool, we don't have a stream tonight, so that's no problem." And he's like, "No, I mean next week." I said, "Okay." He's like, "I got some family stuff." He goes, "I'm in full board in January." I was like, "That's cool, man. Don't worry about it." So I'm flying solo tonight, and quite frankly, as I was setting up and getting used to getting everything ready for tonight, I was like, "Man, it's been a long time since I've flown solo on a live stream. I've kind of gotten used to Frank being here." So so that's all good. All good. Temporarily offlines in the house. Greg, KF0CUZ, thank you for joining the YouTube membership program. That's the join button right underneath the video that you're watching right now. Appreciate the support there. TO's in the chat. Let's see, Jody, VE5SAR in the chat. Thanks for being here, Matt. Let's see. Show me where to blow some Christmas cash on ham gear. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Don N5SKT, Don Army, hashtag Don Army's in the house. Thanks for being here, guys. So we're going to jump right into it. I got a couple of announcements tonight before we get into the shopping part of it. So let me switch over to this view right there. And that should be an accurate place to go right there. So we're going to talk. So I've mentioned a couple of times about the upcoming extra class on the channel. Well, it's going to be on the channel. No, that's not right. It's going to be on the channel, but well, it's in here somewhere. Where did it go? Okay, I'll find it here in a second. So I've got too many tabs open. The North Richmond Hills Amateur Radio Club, which is the one that live streamed the general class back, I think it was in like May, they are putting on an extra class, okay? So, and here it is right here. So they're putting on an extra class. They don't, the instructor this time is a different instructor than the two or three guys who ran the general class. And I traded some emails, and I did talk to him on the phone this week with the instructor for the extra class. He doesn't want to live stream it. Totally fine. No problem at all. He said, you can certainly record it. He goes, I'm going to record it on my side. You can log in and record it on your side, and then you can post it later. And I said, perfect. That's great. That's no problem with that at all. So nrharc.org is that website, and I will share. And he's still taking signups for the extra class. It's just a Google Doc. So I'm going to throw the link to that in the chat right now for those of you who are like myself and in general and want to get your extra class upgrade. Now, it's being done over a live Zoom chat. It'll be starting January 9th. It'll go every Saturday for 3 weeks. They take the week of Winter Field Day off, which is like the 30th and 31st, the weekend, I'm sorry, the Saturday of Winter Field Day. They'll take that off. I think that's January 30th. And then they'll go for 2 further weeks, the first 2 Saturdays in February. So it'll be 5 Saturdays in a row, 3 Saturdays in January, Winter Field Day in the middle, 2 Saturdays in February. The whole thing will be over Zoom. You can join the Zoom. You can register at the link I just shared. You can join the Zoom, get your information there, ask questions. Again, the entire thing will be recorded, and it will be posted to my channel later. This has been 5.5, almost 6 years in the making. Been really wanting to get an extra class ever since I put up my first technician class. People have been asking for general and extra. We did general like a year after I put up my first technician class, and now and those question pools have expired. Those classes are still there, but those question pools are old. And we did a new class for technician and general, which are on the channel right now, recorded, live streamed and recorded both. And those are posted for the current question pool, technician, general. But we've never done an extra class. Finally found a place that'll let me record their extra class. Those are few and farther between. We're going to do that. It's going to be a grand old time. Frank and I are going to go through the class probably after the fact. In fact, we might make a video series about Frank and I going through that class and going to take our test. That should be fun. So sign up at the Google Doc if you want to join the Zoom session and ask real-time questions during the class. If you're not able to make all Saturdays, I don't know, that's probably okay. You might email them, go to the link, you might send them an email, something like that. Go to their website, you can email them from there as well. And if you can only make 2 or 3 of them, that's fine. But again, they will be recorded and they will be posted here. So really looking forward to that. K6ARK in the house, thank you for the $10 super chat. He says, it's been a rough year for a bunch of people, but it's been a great year for ham radio, especially on YouTube. Thank you for all you do for the hobby and support all the other creators. Yes, sir. Completely correct. It has been a fantastic year for YouTube because people are stuck at home watching YouTube. So a lot of YouTube creators inside of ham radio and in every other subject matter, not travel. Travel channels are way down. Obviously, nobody's traveling right now, but a lot of YouTube channels got a lot of extra attention this year, and ham radio itself got a lot of extra attention this year because finally they allowed online testing. First time ever. They've been working on it, trying to push it through for the last 2 or 3 years. Finally got it going, and you can take your online test today, right now. You may have to wait a few weeks because they're booked up, but you can sign up, schedule yourself to take an online test today. hamstudy.org/sessions. And go there, take your test, take your technician, take your general upgrade, take your extra upgrade. I don't know, somebody's going to ask here in a minute about the extra class that North Richland Hills is giving about the test at the end. I don't know how they're doing that. This is just a class I'm recording. I'm not going to record the test. Obviously, wouldn't want to do that anyway. But I'm not sure how they're handling the test at the end, whether they're giving it or they're just directing you to another website to give it. So I'll find that out, but you can find that out at their website. Just go up there and sign up for that if you want to. So K5VY or YVY, thank you for joining the YouTubers membership. Appreciate you being here. He had a live stream earlier today. I saw him on there. He was live streaming some single sideband phone on 20 meters. So I had a few watchers in there. Enjoyed watching that for a little bit while my wife and I were eating dinner. So that was a good job there. Appreciate you being here tonight. There's Todd, Km4OCJ. Thanks for being here, Todd. And Daniel, KE8PUL. Oh, he says he took his general earlier today online. How cool is that? Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you made it. I'm sure you probably did. So good deal. Thanks for being here on that. So let me go here. All right, so those of you who might have watched my lunchtime live stream this week, I did a thing for called gospelsocks.com. You can go find that website here, and I'll share some links later. Basically, it is a ministry through my church to purchase and provide socks as a charity to homeless shelters in North Texas. So you can donate money if you want to. You can just send them socks. If what we did was we got on Amazon on Wednesday during the live stream, and we just went in there and bought a bunch of socks. I bought a bunch of socks, and I had them shipped directly to the address. The address is down here at the bottom of where is it? Why socks? I think that's donate. If you click on the donate button at the top, there it is, donate socks. Here it is right here. I had several people email me after the fact and ask for the address. And I had several people email me all during the week. Ever since Wednesday, I've been getting 2 or 3 emails a day minimum about saying, hey, I just donated. Thanks for sharing. That's the address. It's on North Beach Street in Fort Worth, Texas. So why socks? Okay, gospelsocks.com. It's a Christian ministry. If you guys don't believe in that sort of thing, that's okay. This is a ministry that provides socks to homeless people because the young lady who started the ministry when she was in the 8th grade, she witnessed homeless people on the street outside of Fort Worth, Texas, and she inquired. She was like, homeless people, that's she was stunned by the fact that there's still homeless people in the world today. And as I understand, I haven't talked to her. This is the story I'm getting secondhand. So she went to homeless shelters in the North Texas area, and she said, what do you need more than anything? They get clothing, they get food, they get shelter, they get meals, they get this. And they said, and the homeless shelters told her, socks, because no one donates socks. People wear them out and they throw them away. No one thinks to donate them, so you never get used socks donated, and it's just kind of rare that people donate new socks. So the ministry was born, gospelsocks.com. You can buy socks on Amazon, on walmart.com, wherever you want to, and have them shipped to the church. And it's a really cool ministry to partake in. One of the reasons that I brought it up was because I was saying, if you go to the website and purchase socks and have them shipped there, I was telling everyone, put a note in your shipping, in your gift order, your shipping address or whatever, and just say ham radio call sign and put your call sign in there. So I want them to get inundated and get all these packages over the next week or two that are just from all these ham radio operators. And they're like, what is this ham radio thing? And I'm like, well, ham radio people are some of the most generous people I know. So I thought that would be a cool thing to do. I put some links to the socks that I bought in my Amazon store right there. You can see that. And you can go there and check that out. Or if you don't want to go there, just go to Walmart.com, go to your own Amazon link, go to Academy, Dick's Sporting Goods, wherever. Doesn't matter. Socks are socks. Just go buy some and donate them in there. It's for a good cause. So let me go back and check the chat real quick. We're going to get to some shopping stuff for ourselves here in a minute. This is something for someone else for the holiday season. So there's that. Okay, that's good there. Oh, Don's in the chat. Okay. Oh, Dan Burrick's in the chat. Thanks for joining us today, Dan. Good deal. Okay, so next on the list, last thing I will say, and that someone mentioned in the chat earlier that they received a notification about from YouTube about me going live tonight. So, but several people I got in the chat like 20 or 30 minutes before this started, and I got in the chat and I said, hey, I hope you guys are watching Red Summit RF's live stream. He's going right now. And 2 people came back and said, oh, I didn't even know about that. So I have created, and I'm kind of going to do this for a couple of months and see how it works out. I've created a text messaging service. You guys have seen these bulk texting services that you sign up and you get text messages about whatever they do. It's like the new email thing. I have an email list with a lot of you on it, and I'm building that out as well. And I'm not going to send this long, huge text message, but I am going to start sending texts when I go live. I sent a text about 15 minutes before we went live today, and you can sign up for that service if you're interested. If you're not getting emails or notifications from YouTube and you're tired of finding out after the fact, okay, go here to this URL. If it pastes correctly, maybe, there it is. Go here to this URL, and why won't that paste? There it is. And sign up for the text messaging service. I'll text you no more than about 4 times a week, usually for Monday night and Thursday night ham radio. I'll probably text you before my Wednesday lunchtime live stream, and then on the weekend, I'm either going to have a Friday shopping video or a Sunday live stream, or maybe sometimes both. So you won't get texted more than that. If you get tired of it, you can just opt out of it. There's a stop. You just type stop and hit reply, and it takes you off the list. So it's like any other texting. It's not meant to spam anyone. There won't be any affiliate links or any links to do stuff. It's just basically a notification system to let you know when. That's what the form looks like. That's the ugly part of the form there on the screen right now. It's just basically a notification system to let you know when I'm going live, when Monday Night Ham Radio is starting, with a playlist link to Monday Night Ham Radio, Thursday Night Ham Radio, that kind of thing. So there we go. All right. I'm drinking an Oedipus Stout. It's not an Oedipus Stout, Mike. It's an Oedipus Complex. It is an oatmeal stout that they made a pun out of the word Oedipus and called it Oedipus. The oatmeal stout with peanut butter in it. It's really good. By Turning Point Brewing. Okay. Don says, I would want a text for the premieres also. So Monday Night Ham Radio and Thursday Night Ham Radio are all premieres. So yes, you'll get that as well. Pretty much every time I go live and the premieres, which is pretty much the only, I don't really do many uploaded without premiered videos these days. Sometimes I do kind of some off stuff. The Tapper DCC videos, I'll usually just upload and not premiere them. But yes, Don, you are correct. The purpose of the text messenger service is to know when the playlists for Monday night and Thursday night ham radio start, which are all premieres, and when the live streams on Wednesdays and on Sundays start. And usually when I upload my Friday shopping video, which I've been lax about here lately just because I've been doing Black Friday and other Christmas shoppings, and we're doing this today. That's why I didn't do one this week. So, but that's what that'll be. That's what that'll be used for. So yes, you're all good there. Okay, let's get into the meat of everything. I know you guys know who I'm going to say first as soon as those of you who watch my Friday shopping videos. If there's a place that you guys have shopped this year in the last month, basically since Black Friday, that I don't mention tonight, let me know in the comments because I'd like to know if I missed something. You probably won't be able to paste a URL into the comments, but just say Ham Radio Outlet or HRO or something like that. I didn't include HRO tonight because they didn't have any Christmas specials on their website earlier today. But we might go over there here in a minute and look anyway. So RNL.com, I encourage everyone, every time you get up, every morning you get up, when the first time you get on the computer every day or open up your phone, go to RNL.com first thing because this daily special right here, special today only, this changes every day, 7 days a week. It's always something different. Sometimes it's little trinkets and connectors and something kind of random. Other times it's middle of the road stuff like this dummy load, power supplies and whatnot. He does have radios on there. He had an ID51 on there a few weeks ago. He had ID5100 on there. He's had the TH8600 on there a couple times. He's had some DMR radios on there a couple times. So he does a good job with keeping it pretty random, and the deals on there are very good. So RNL.com is a good place to start your day if you're going to start out and kind of look for stuff, especially during a holiday season when you're looking for deals and discounts on something because it's something new every day. Very, very good, well-rounded inventory he's got on there. So somebody is talking about, I would like to see a video on installing a PAN adapter on 991A. Yeah, that's a good idea if I had a 991A. So, is that a Jean-Luc Picard sweater? Yes. Make it snow. I've had this for 2 or 3 years, only wear it at Christmas. So, yeah, make it snow. It says with Picard with the Santa hat, it says make it snow underneath it. If you can see that. There it is. I think I bought that on Amazon like 3 years ago. It's awesome. So RNL.com is always a good place to start and a good place to check every day. Radiody is offering a $15 discount to basically anybody I send over to them. So there's 2 different ways to take advantage of sales at Radiody right now. One of them is to use this URL that I'm putting in the chat right now. All of these URLs will be in the YouTube description below. When I'm done with the stream tonight, I'm going to go back and edit the description and put all of these URLs down there. So if you're watching on a replay, if you're listening on an audio only rip that I do later on, the URLs will be in the YouTube description and in the audio podcasting service description as well. So Radiody, you can get a $15 off coupon right there. If you just keep going onto their site from there, you can go visit Radiody. And they are doing a 15% off site-wide sale with the code of Xmas15, Xmas15. So depending on what you want, if you just want $20 or $30 worth of stuff, the $15 off coupon would probably work better for you. If you're going to buy something that's a couple, $300, $400, the 15% off would probably work better for you. So whatever you're after, whatever you're looking for, that's the best thing. You know, you've got 2 different choices there. They've got a fantastic price right now on the G90, which is $425, $75 off. They've had this for a couple weeks now. That's pretty much the best price I've found online for a new one. I think MFJ had it for that price. I think I've seen it on RNL for that price as well, but they're doing a really good job right now with keeping the prices pretty competitive on that radio, so you can get 15% off, I believe. Well, no, it's besides Zygu stuff, isn't it? Yeah, excluding Zygu products, so the 15% off doesn't apply there, but I think the $15 coupon does. So you've got a couple of different choices there. You can get some DMR HTs, this GS5 BHT. I've had some good luck with this. I've been using this at my hunting lease pretty much since the beginning of November when hunting season started. It'll program from your phone via a Bluetooth app, and it's Just a kind of a cool dual band radio that works really well. So radiody.com at the link that I just shared you in there. Ham Radio Deluxe, for those of you who use it, they're still running pretty much since Black Friday. They've started running this 35% off sale with the code of Christmas 2020. This is a renewal. If you own a subscription, which I think is an annual subscription for Ham Radio Deluxe, you can renew for only $32.47 today with the code Christmas 2020. I think they've had different codes periodically since Black Friday started, but this is what they're running right now. Good 35% off software maintenance and support, expires at midnight on Christmas. So you've got about 5 days left to check that out if you want to go there and take advantage of that discount as well. Let's take a look at the chat. Yeah, Kyle says Radio Diddy. That's how Smoking Ape says is Radio Diddy. So Jim's talking about Gigaparts. We're going to get to Gigaparts here in just a second. Bailey says, just passed the General last Thursday. Oh, and I have the same sweater. Cool, man. Congratulations on your General ticket, bud. Let us know what HF radio you've been looking at or what you're considering right now. So Jim says, I got an ID 5100 from Gigaparts. Good. MTC, I don't know what you ordered. Hustler reflectors from, MTC, okay. MTC is shut down. If you guys aren't on their mailing list, they've shut down because a couple of their people are sick. I don't think it's COVID related, but someone might have it. I'm not sure. Everyone's still doing okay as far as I know. They've shut the store down, and they're way behind on orders because they've had this influx of orders in, and they're just shorthanded right now. It's nothing so serious that I'm aware of, but you guys be thinking about them. And if you know Richard, Tammy, and Christine, and the folks up there personally, drop them a line at some point in time. Let them know you're thinking about them and thinking about them this Christmas holiday. So let us see. I wish I could find a Yaesu FT450D. They discontinued that radio not too long ago. So you probably find it on the used market. KX2U says, I have an Alenco DX9 and the Yaesu 991A, so I'm only looking to add the 7300 and to complete my radio trio. That's a good choice. I think that's a good choice to that. I really like that Alenco. That Alenco is a good one. What's the news on the 7310? Okay, you've got me curious now. Are you messing with me? Or are you reading Facebook ads? I don't know. I've never heard of a 7310. So either you mistyped that or you have more knowledge in the industry than I do, which is not saying much. So 7310 seems like the next logical choice though, doesn't it? Let's see. 20 Greetings, Brian, W7JET. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate you being here, Brian. Brian says he got a Kenwood TS890S from MTC. Yes, they've got a good supply of those. Okay, Christiana, $5 super chat. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate you guys tonight. So, there's TJ Barrow in the house. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here from Facebook tonight. Those of you who join us from Facebook, this stream is currently streaming mainly to YouTube, but it's also streaming to my Facebook group and Facebook page and to Twitch. And I think I've actually got it streaming to Twitter right now also. I haven't checked that one. But those of you on Facebook, you guys, we can see when you chat to us on YouTube, but Facebook blocks all incoming chats. There might be a way around that I haven't found yet. So you guys on Facebook, we're in here in the YouTube chat chatting, and we can see it when you type something, but you can't see it when we respond back to you. So we're not trying to ignore you. That's just the way that Facebook works. It works fine on everything else besides Facebook. So that ought to tell you something. Anyway. Oh, boy. It's all good. I'm waiting for the 7311 where all the buttons go to 11. Really? I thought the 7311 was their new 11-meter rig. Oh, that got you to thinking, didn't it? Oh, boy. Okay, so somebody said something about MTC in Paris opens back up tomorrow after last week's illness. Good. Thank you, TJ Barrow. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you being... I saw Richard's email... I don't remember if it was this morning or yesterday morning. But I've been trying to keep up with that as best I can. So, that's... Yeah, you guys... if you guys know Richard and Tammy and those folks out there, drop them a line sometime. They'd like to hear from you. So, okay, let's move on to the next one. And we're going to go over here to... No, we said that already. Okay. So, Bridgecom Systems is going to... They've got this... 10% off of a Anytone Q8 Bluetooth earpiece right now. I mean, this is kind of cool, I guess, if you're looking for something like that. They don't run anything really special right now, but I did trade emails with Bridgecom Systems earlier this week. They will be starting to run an Anytone accessory special starting, I think, on the 24th and running through like January 3rd or something like that. So like the day before Christmas until for like a week. Something like that. So week 7 to 9 days, something like that. So bridgecomsystems.com, you can see the link there. And that link is directly to this Bluetooth earpiece, which is cool if you have the D578 or the 878 Plus DMR HT or mobile radio. You can Bluetooth it to an ear set, not have it blaring speaker, and also not have a corded thing that goes to the radio, so it's easy to keep up with like that. And it works really well. I don't have that Bluetooth earpiece, but I have another one, and I use my 878 Plus radio with the Bluetooth earpiece, and it works great. So I've been really impressed. That's still my favorite DMR HT to date. So got a new one coming sometime next week, probably, maybe the week after, depending on Christmas shipping delays. Got a new DMR radio coming that I'm going to be checking out. Looking forward to that. I haven't seen Smokin' Ape tonight. I don't know where he is. 7311 calling CQ on channel 19. Sean is asking about the ICOM ID52. Good question. ICOM says that it's been delayed. They do not have an estimation as to how long. So... I was really kind of wanting to grab one of those and do some videos with it over the holiday break because they were supposed to be out by Christmas. But you know what? That's just how things are right now. Everything was delayed. The 705 was delayed. The GSOC from Zygu was delayed. Boy, was it should have been delayed farther. And the ID52 was delayed. I think the FTDX10 was even supposed to come out before it did. It finally dropped last week. I think it was supposed to come out earlier than that as well. So don't have a status on the ID52 yet, but I'm trying to get some information on that. So hopefully we'll have something on that coming up soon. So that looks like a really sweet radio. I'm looking forward to grabbing one of those, honestly. So should be a really nice addition to ICOM's lineup. This is a stocking stuffer. Okay, so this is an Amazon affiliate link here, guys. Y'all don't have to use my Amazon affiliate link if you don't want to. But when you do, it costs you exactly $0.00 more to purchase something. And on some items, I get a commission on. And it does help to move the show forward. I started this stocking stuffer list last year during Christmas. And, I promoted it during the Christmas season last year. And about a month ago, I went back and kind of cleaned it up. There were 2 or 3 items that were expired or discontinued, and I took all those out and I added a bunch of new stuff to it. So this is the link that I'll share in the chat right now is a stocking stuffer list. It's basically stuff that's not that expensive that would work good for a stocking stuffer. If there's a ham radio operator in your family and you don't want to buy them a brand new 7610, maybe a stocking stuffer is a good choice. If you did buy them a 7610, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Especially all you new folks out there that are getting your general upgrade. You guys deserve an IC 7610. You just do. You can tell Santa I said that. So But anyway, that's a good stocking stuffer list there. I do add to that periodically. That list that you see right there may not be the same this time next week or this time 2 weeks from now or whenever you're listening to this replay. If you're listening to this replay a couple weeks after the live stream, that list gets updated regularly during the holiday season. Probably sometime in January, I'll kind of move on to something else. There's a winter field day list in there that I'll probably start concentrating on soon. But for right now, that list is there and it's gonna get updated, and their gospel socks list is right next to it. You can see. So all good news there. So thank you, Don Izzo, for the reminder to hit the thumbs up, folks. Uber Geeks in the chat. Good to see you in there tonight, man. Guy Actual, yay, got the dummy load. Now people won't disturb me as I build. Hold on, the chat is scrolling. As I build my next 4 radios. They're shipped, so good timing. The dummy load on RNL, I assume you're talking about? What radios are you building? Curious about that. What radios are you planning to build? Or are you building? Maybe you are in the process of building something like that. I would be curious to know what radios you are building. So, LW of Jax. Would a Midland GMRS mobile with a GMRS tuned antenna outperform one of your recommended VHF UHF radios with a dual band antenna also working for GMRS? Yes, it would. Because most of the radios that I'm reviewing are not Part 95 accepted or Part 95 certified. Some people don't like that word, type accepted. Most of the radios that I'm reviewing, I have done some GMRS reviews in the past. And I actually have a brand new GMRS mobile radio that I got in the mail Thursday that I will be reviewing very soon. But yes, if you have an actual GMRS radio with an actual GMRS antenna, it's going to be a better choice because number one, it's probably certified, FCC certified for Part 95 for GMRS, number one. And number two, it's probably tuned for those frequencies, so you're going to get a better signal out of it. So yes, I would say that's a big thumbs up on that one. So, Guy Actual says yes. Building 3 building 3 from QRPguys.com with VFOs, then 1 from QRP Japan Amateur Radio Club. Awesome. That is cool. Yeah, we're going to talk about some QRP lab stuff here in a second. So let me move on to the next page. Somebody mentioned Gigaparts. Gigaparts, I tell you what, guys, the guys at Gigaparts are fantastic customer service. Their customer service is really top-notch. Really great folks out there in Huntsville, Alabama. I was bummed this last August when they canceled the freaking Hamfest out there in Alabama because I was looking forward to hanging with those guys for a little bit. They invited me out there. They wanted to take me to, like, there's a cool Air Force museum out there, I think. So I was going to go hang with them for a couple extra days before the Hamfest, but I don't know. Maybe next year we'll see what's happening. So gigaparts.com/holiday-specials is the URL. I recommend all of the stuff they have in here. These they're giving away a free rugged case with a Rig Expert antenna analyzer. Did a review on those a while back, or kind of like an intro on those, not really a review on those a while back. I got a brand new one. Rig Expert saw my video and they're like, hey, this looks good. We want to send you another model. And they gave me some bullet points to talk about it. And I'm like, sweet, that ought to be cool. So that'll be upcoming probably next month. Premium 34-foot carbon fiber mast will be back in stock soon. Save $50 right now with the code XM34. I got the 50-foot version of that, and it is freaking awesome. It is great. It's lightweight. It's very strong and sturdy and durable. And you may not need 50 feet. They make it in a 20-foot, a 34-foot, and a 50-foot last I checked. Really great quality carbon fiber masts for push-up poles, used for portable deployments, SOTA, POTA, depending on what you're doing, that kind of thing. So a lot of really good stuff in here. They got 10% off of Chameleon antennas today. Some good quality antennas there. Free hand mic with the purchase of a VR N7500. I've got a new video about that radio upcoming. I don't want to spill the beans on it yet. Here's the DMR radio I was talking about. So this is a Gen 2 of the DJ MD5 XT. There's too many letters in that model. DJ MD5 XT dual band GMR 5-watt with GPS Gen 2 dual band Elenco DMR HT. Woo, that's a mouthful. So I got one of these coming to me. We're going to be doing a review of it. What is the difference between this and the old one? I don't know. I'm going to take the old one that's sitting right there on the shelf, and when I get the new one, and I'm going to do a video on it. So if someone does it on YouTube before me, which I don't know of anyone that's planning it, but if someone does it on YouTube before me, just remember you heard it here first. I love teasing those guys. Those guys are awesome. So good deal. Let's see. Let's move on here. So a lot of really good stuff on gigaparts.com. You can go through here. Let me go back. You can go through here and check out all of their stuff with the link I just shared. They have a stocking stuffers page as well. Gifts under $10, $20, $50, and $100. And you can kind of page through here. They sell a wide line of computer parts, like motherboards and memory and CPUs and stuff like that. So they've got a lot of peripherals for computers. And if you're wanting to build a new computer, you might be able to get some of the parts here. But they got a stocking stuffers page as well. Just go to gigaparts.com. You can click on the banners that scroll across the top, have most of their stuff there. So we will move on here. Km4 MPF Sales. I want to know if you guys have ever heard of this site. Km4 MPF Sales. This is where I bought my MAT705 portable tuner for my ICOM IC705. It's about this big. It's like the pack of it. It's like this much longer than a pack of cigarettes. It's basically the size of a pack of cigarettes, but it's just a tad bit longer, maybe about 20% longer. And shoot, it doesn't weigh much more than a pack of cigarettes. Runs on a 9-volt battery, has BNC connectors on the back of it. Recorded a video about it yesterday at the Deer Lease. No, what's today? Friday at the Deer Lease. So you're going to see that coming up. I was editing part of that earlier today. Should finish that up in the next couple days and be posting soon. But the MAT705 is a portable tuner. Very easy to use for the ICOM IC705. I think he's still sold out of it. And I think, MAT tuners. They've got several versions here for different stuff. This is the one right here. $219.95, sold out of stock. But I bought it here because one of you guys sent me, I think it was Don Izzo, sent me a link to this site and said, hey, this guy's got them in stock right now. DX Engineering was carrying them for a while, and then they were sold out, and I think they're back in stock again. These are actually made, if I understand it correctly, these are actually made by Vibroplex. So these MAT tuners here. So very easy to use, portable, lightweight, great for the 705 that doesn't have a tuner. He's got some other stuff in here. He carries BioWinnow stuff. There's BioWinnow solar panels and batteries. He carries the tornado alert device. We've talked about that on the show before. Those guys have been on the live stream. I've interviewed them at Hamcation last year and Dayton, or Hamcation this year and Dayton last year. But he carries, this guy carries this Km4 MPF Sales. I need to put that URL in the chat. There. This is just a straight URL. Takes you straight to their site there. Oh, there's the Smoking Ape. We were just talking about GMRS Ape, so you missed the chat. So, Jim at Km4 MPFs is a really good guy, good to deal with, especially since he's only got about 30 miles from me. Always great to do business with someone local. Yes, good deal. Thanks for that info there, Will. Appreciate that that tidbit. But they have good. I mean, that's a pretty cool deal that they've got there with that tuner because they've got different versions of it for different radios. But then he's got stuff from BioWinnow and MFJ. It's kind of hard to get stuff from MFJ sometimes. They don't always like to take on new dealers. So the fact that he's got a MFJ stuff in here is kind of neat. So they've got some MFJ stuff in there. All the ham sticks, Lido mounts. You'll see some Lido mounts in the mobile install that I've been working on that maybe one of these days I'll actually finish. But Lido Mounts, they're at Hamvention every year. They come to our big Ham Fest in Texas at HamCom every year. Really nice folks there. There's a DMR GMRS import commercial radios. Okay. There's a Terra TR505 GMRS MERS radio. Okay, here's Midland radios. They do a lot of... There's Midland ham radios? I think that looks like an Anytone is what that is. Further investigation is warranted. I've never seen that before. But they have Midland CB, Midland Weather, and Midland makes a good line of GMRS radios as well. So those of you who are talking about GMRS, Smoking Ape's in the chat. Hopefully Smoking Ape has a few of these GMRS radios, and maybe we'll be reviewing them on his show very soon. So it's a good thing about GMRS. When you get a GMRS expert like Smoking Ape in the chat, it's always good to talk about that topic. So, oh boy, it's all good fun. All good fun. Smoking Ape's a good dude. All right, we're going to move out of radio into something else for a half a second. 511 is a great place to get like tactical gear. And I have a new affiliate link from them that I'm going to put in the chat right now. You can go in there and take that link there, KC5HWB_Santa. And you can go in here and they've got a really cool, probably have to order this. They've got a cool camo Santa hat. What's not to love about a camo Santa hat? Seriously. I mean, if I'm going to go deer hunting on Christmas and the Christmas weekend, I got to have a camo Santa hat. It's just fitting, right? Just fitting. Anyway, they've got bonus bucks in store and online. Spend $100 and get $20 off. Spend $150, get $30 off. Spend $200, get $50 off. They've got bonus bucks from the 14th to the 24th, and then come back and spend it between the 25th and January 13th. So a lot of cool stuff in here. They've got a lot of bags. If you're into hiking, soda, off-grid stuff, fishing, hunting, being out in the wild, doing field radio somewhere. I've started to use I started to buy some of their tactical clothing, like their pants and shirts, really like them. So I bought a couple of bags, really like those. And 511.com at the link I shared in the chat will take you to this page, which they have some various sales for the holidays and throughout Christmas and New Year's. And then you can sign up on their email list down here if you want to, which I got on here just recently. But really great quality stuff. I really like the 511 brand. Hopefully, I'll be able to test some of it later. Got a couple of ideas for what to do with field packs and some more soda expeditions if I ever actually get to leave the house again and that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens with that. But really good quality stuff that I myself use, and I'm looking forward to trying out some more lines of products from them. So I need a replacement backpack for the one I just got. I bought that one. I don't know if you guys saw my Black Friday video. I bought a $35 backpack on Amazon. Got it, like it, good quality. Doesn't have enough pockets, so I'm gonna keep looking. My backpack has not been replaced yet because I don't want to use that one with too few pockets in it. All right, this should make some of you happy. Shark RF is offering a €30 off at sharprf.com for their Open Spot 3 for the Christmas special. So, quick history lesson on sharkrf.com. They're from Estonia. So those of you who might have problems with buying stuff from China, don't have to worry about with these guys. These guys are in Estonia, which is outside of Russia. It used to be part of the old USSR, if I'm not mistaken. So they're from obviously Eastern Europe. And excellent device, the Open Spot. The original Open Spot, which they just called the Open Spot. They didn't call it the Open Spot 1, but that's how people refer to it now. The original Open Spot, the Open Spot 2, and the Open Spot 3. When they come out with the new model, they discontinue the previous model. So the only one they're making right now is the Open Spot 3. It has a built-in battery. It has Wi-Fi, which the original Open Spot was Ethernet only. And at the time of this recording, at the time that you're listening to me right now, this is the only device that will transcode between D-Star and the other modes. So you can transcode D-Star to DMR and D-Star to Fusion. Pi-Star will do DMR to Fusion and Fusion to DMR and add in NXDN and P25 in those mixes, and that's been the truth for a while. They've been doing that for a while. But the OpenSpot 3, not the 1 and 2, but the 3 was the first one that added D-Star to the mix, so it does transcoding D-Star back and forth. I did a video with my IC705 where I keyed up the 705 in D-Star mode, went through the OpenSpot 3 into a DMR repeater or a DMR talk group on Brandmeister and TGIF, and I did some QSOs back and forth into the DMR networks, 2 different DMR networks with my IC705 using the OpenSpot 3 to transcode. So 30 euros off right now. You cannot buy them in the United States. You have to buy them directly from Shark RF, which is the company name. When they first released their original OpenSpot, they were selling in bulk to dealers. Like if someone wanted to go and buy 50 or 100 units, you had a company name already in the United States, they would sell to you in bulk at 50 or 100 units for a discount. They don't do that. When the OpenSpot 2 came out, they canceled that. I don't know why. I have my theories on why, but I don't really know. I asked them and they didn't tell me. But they acted like they didn't want to tell me. But they're really nice folks, easy to deal with. You email them for support, they answer your questions. They speak very good English. Of course, they're speaking, I guess, Russian or whatever it is over there. I don't know. I don't know if Estonia has their own language or not. Maybe I should know that. I don't. But they have an excellent site, so they stopped dealing to dealers, so you have to buy from them. You have to pay for shipping from Estonia. But you usually get it in like 3 days. I mean, if they're in stock, which they are right now, you can get it, and it's good, and it works well, and I've had no issues with mine at all. They sent me one 2 weeks before it released because they watched my videos on their original device, their OpenSpot 2 device, and they saw the thousands of views I got. They're like, hey, we're going to send you the 3, and it's going to release 2 weeks from now. I'm like, cool, good. So I did a video on it, really good. Bob K6 UDA has done several videos on it. He really likes it. Josh at the Ham Radio Crash Course has done videos on it. He really likes it. Really great hotspot for all-around purposes. 30 euros off right now at their website, sharkrf.com. Let's see. Let's read a couple of these chatty chatters in here. 511 has good pants, very comfortable for carrying stuff with you all day. Yes, agreed on both of the points you were making there. Hot Springs Ham Radio Club has a new 6-meter repeater up on 53.17, 146. Huh. Interesting. Hot Springs, Arkansas, I assume that is. Cool. Let's see. I like first response. Should I buy the Albright 10-meter and 11-meter radio with antenna kit from Wish for $91? I never bought anything from Wish. Are they as good as your Amazon store? I don't know what an Albright 10 and 11-meter radio is. Never heard of that. But I would guess, this is a guess, that it's probably one of those questionable CB radios, and they call it 10 meters just so they can sell it in the United States, but it's really not supposed to be an actual ham radio. I would stay away from something that's supposed to be like 10 and 11 meters only. Wish.com, I don't know if I would really trust them with an actual transceiver. They're great for like trinkets and whatnot, but no, I would go to Amazon. I would go to Amazon first. Again, I don't know that brand, but if you're talking about something that does 10 and 11 meters, it's probably not a true ham radio in the United States because there's no actual ham radios that'll do 11 meters from the factory in the United States. So just a FYI there. Okay. Jason, who is live now is going to do series starting YouTube channel. Oh, yeah. Oh, you were talking to Sean. Okay. Yeah. Good deal. Yep. Yeah, we can talk about that in a bit. Yeah, the same backpack. Y'all are talking about backpacks there. Good. Good. Okay, Guy Actual says English, French, and Russian spoken in Estonia. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That's kind of what I what I suspected. Those guys at least they type in very good English. I'll put it that way. I wish RFinder and Shark RF would get together and give me an HT that transcodes all digital. Lets me talk to everybody in every format. Hashtag Christmas 2021. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. That would be awesome. So MMX2 got the Zygo amp working super with my 705. I was talking to K6UDA about that just last week, and he told me that he had his working as well, and he told me how to hook it up, and that makes and he explained it. I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm curious to know if you have yours hooked up the same way. Email me if you don't mind, kc5hwb@gmail.com. Email me and send me some pictures of your Zygo and 705, your Zygo amp, the XPA 125B, and some pictures of it, and let me know some pictures of the cables you have running to the back of each one. If you don't mind. If you don't mind, send that to me. I am curious on that. Okay. Hot Springs, South Dakota. Okay. There's a Hot Springs, Arkansas that's only about 6 hours from me, so a lot closer than South Dakota, so you'll have to forgive me. But cool that you've got a new 6-meter repeater up. We've got a couple of those around here. They don't get used much, but it's great to see new ones going up. I really like that. Put All-Star on it and join some of the 6-meter All-Star networks. They have certain All-Star rooms that are just for 6-meter repeaters. That's kind of cool. Let's see. What antenna would you recommend for a new general? Dude, it totally depends on what radio you have. But without knowing what radio you have, Comet SBB5 is what I use. I love the Comet. They make an SBB 2 and 3, SBB 7, SBB 9. The SBB 5 is a good length. I use an SBB 2 on my DMR radio because it's just 440 only. With the radio's 440 only. The antenna's dual band, but since it's a shorter, it's more closer to a half wave on 440 than it is on 2 meters. But I like the Comet brand. Let's see. DX Commander Classic. Yeah, again, I don't know what your... That's a loaded question. What antenna for a new general? That doesn't tell me anything because you can talk all of HF, all of VHF, UHF. So we're antenna for what? What radio? Tell me what radio you're using. Because Don says DX Commander Classic. Yes. If you're doing HF, absolutely. DX Commander Classic. Let's see. Christiana, thank you for the other $5 super chat. Any want a HF radio for starter ham TS430S on QRZ? I'm in Oregon. I think you... Do you want a TS430S, or are you trying to sell a TS430S? Christiana, I don't understand what you're saying there. So, yeah. MMX2, I have a video on my channel of it working. Send me a link to that. MMX2. I am not sure what your channel is. I probably know it, but I don't recognize that name, MMX2. Sorry. I've seen you in the chat before. I just don't know what channel you're associated with. Okay, Don says, have you seen the D-Star Droid app on the Google Play Store? No. I've only seen Peanut. I have Peanut, but I have not seen a D-Star Droid app. I have not seen that. Smoking Ape, SBB5 is a great mobile antenna. Agreed. RD Mercer, Comet makes excellent products, and they are good people to deal with. Agreed. Okay, Christiana's looking to sell a TS430S. She's good on QRZ. Call sign N6 Kilo Victor. November 6 Kilo Victor. The TS430 was a nice rig. I've got one over here somewhere, but it doesn't work. It's a what do they call it? Tech special? It's a tech special. All right, let's move on. We're going to move on here to QRP Labs. Now, this is not a special. These guys are not on sale right now, but they are in stock. This QCX Mini is in stock. I think it was Kyle, AA0Z, or it was Adam, K6ARK, that came along in one of our chats a week or so ago and says, hey, they're back in stock. And I'm like, great, click buy. I'm like, okay, what did I just buy? I don't even know. I don't even know what it is. So, so those guys are a bad influence on my credit card. And if my wife ever finds them, she's got something to say to them. I'm kind of joking. Not really. Yeah, I'm joking. I'm just joking. But anyway, so so this QCX Mini is a feature-packed, high-performance, single-band 5-watt CW transceiver. You can order it in different bands with whisper beacon and built-in alignment test equipment. Available for 80, 60, 40, 30, 20, 17 meter bands. It has a rotary encoder, synthesized tuning, VFO, AB split, iambic keyer, CW decoder, and more. $55 for a kit. You know what? I just wanted to build a kit. I don't know. I don't know what it's. I mean, of course I know what it is. It's a CW transceiver. That's a little pocket-sized CW transceiver that you take up on a mountain and do CW with. For those of you who know CW, which is not me. So why am I buying it? Well, it's because it's a kit and I want to put it together and I want to learn CW. So that's the reason. Oh, sheesh. There we go. Anyway, so QCX Mini is back in stock. Apparently, those things they build a bunch of kits and they sell them, and then it takes some time to build more kits. Probably because they have daytime jobs. Probably because something, I don't know, some reason. So apparently and then you can see, oh, there's a 50-watt amp for the QCX. Look at that, $29.50. Is that in stock? I need to learn CW first. I shouldn't buy that. See, this is how I get myself in trouble. I was like, oh, wow, look, that's in stock. Now it's sitting on the shelf. Okay. But still fun to build. So the next time Kyle does a build, I will have something to build. I will have the QCX kit to build. So that should be fun. Those are really fun to do. Those kits are really, really fun to get and build. So I'll send you an email tomorrow with the link about it. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. MMX2. Bob told me he built a cable. And then when I called him about it, he's like, well, I bought this cable, and I think he can change. He like hacked it or something. I don't know. I wasn't quite following what he was saying. He's supposed to send me a picture of it, but he hadn't done that yet. He's in the middle of moving. He's really busy right now. So, but yeah, send me a picture if you don't mind, man. Appreciate that. Because I've got that amp, and I've got the new PAX 100 amp from Radiody, and I'm wondering if that'll interface with the 705. I don't know, maybe. But apparently the KX series amplifiers are fairly easy to interface the 705. The KX, what is it? A KX 100, I think, is a 100-watt amplifier that goes on the KX line from Elecraft. Now, those are expensive amplifiers, but number one, they're incredibly well built, incredibly well designed, very high quality. And number two, you can find them sometimes on a used market for a little bit less money. So, but apparently you can interface those KX amps with the 705 as well. So, but I'm curious to see how that Zygu amp interfaces, because I have a Zygu. I don't have a KX amp, but I do have a Zygu amp. So we'll see. You'd be nuts to hook the PAX to the 705. Hi, Smoking Ape. My name's Jason. It's glad to meet you. I'm already nuts, man. Come on. What's wrong with you? Where have you been for the last 2 years, bro? So, Dan Burrick, never too many radios, just not enough money or time. That is true. That is true. Yeah, so KY, I'm only following this part way. K5YVY, RD Mercer in the chat. I would recommend him. He does do technician repair, and if he can direct you or advise you on something, he's got my my seal of approval just there. So, is this thing live? Yeah, this is live. Sure is. My Elmer did the G4 HUPIF tap mod on the TS480HX last night. I love being able to use it on HD SDR. Oh, that looks like fun. Yeah, cool. So I think that was pretty much the end of my list. Just kind of watching you guys go back and forth in the chat here. I did have my own website that I kind of tied my websites together a couple of days ago. So if you go to hamradio2.com, which is the same website as livefromthehemshack.tv that I've owned forever, you can see a listing of all of my episodes here. I've got some these are my 2 training classes. This is my latest technician class and latest general class. This is my new ham workshop series and my live stream replays. This live stream you're watching right now will be here, probably posted tomorrow. But if you go up here to the top, I did some upgrading of this earlier. Now you can directly link from here, go to the merch shop, and go in here to the Ham Radio 2.0 and YouTubers Bunch collections of T-shirts, long sleeve T-shirts, caps, drinkware, etc. I've got some new drinkware I'm working on. I didn't bring it out here with me. I meant to bring it out here with me. I'm going to do a limited run of hoodies. It's a really great looking hoodie. I'm not sure if I have a picture of it or not. I'll see if I can find a picture of it here in a minute. I'm going to do a limited run of hoodies with the Ham Radio 2.0 logo across the front. They're just going to be limited because it's not something you'd want to carry year round anyway. I'm probably going to get like 40 or 50 of them made, something like that. And once they're gone, they're gone. And I'll do some more next year, maybe a different design next year. So I'm going to do a limited run of hoodies that will be up here probably sometime this week. I've got one that I ordered as a prototype and it looks really good. I've worn it a couple times myself. And I've got some more on order, and I don't have them yet, but they should be in probably. I don't know if they'll be in before Christmas. If they're not in by Christmas, they'll be in like Monday after Christmas, like the 28th or whatever that is. So they'll be in, and I'm gonna have them here. So when you order them, I just ship them out immediately. I pre-ordered a bunch of them for in various sizes, and I want to do a limited run on that. See how that does, and then we might do something later on, depending on how that one does. So that is shop.hamradio2.com, or if you just go to hamradio2.com, you can find the merch shop right there, and go right there where that is, and go through the catalog, and there's all kinds of good stuff in there. There's still some Ed Fong antennas in there. I need to put those on the front page. I realized the other day that those were kind of hard to find. Random radio gear, I think if you go in there, yeah, the grab bag and the antennas are still in there. But if you just go to catalog at the top, it takes you basically, this is basically everything in here. So that is that right there. But what are some of the spots you guys have seen that you've had, if I didn't include it tonight, that you might have bought some stuff for Christmas this year? K6ARK, I may or may not be wearing a Smokin' Ape shirt in my next soda video. Well, as much as I hate to admit it, I wore a Smokin' Ape shirt in my last POTA trip video, and I made like 100 contacts in that video. So, was it the shirt? I don't know. Maybe it was the shirt. I'm not gonna say what my theory was, but yeah, it was the shirt. So. Oh, it's all in good fun. But let's see. I'm super excited about my Pi 400. It's on the way. Pi 400. Huh. Okay, Dan says PowerWorks. Dan, BioInno was on KM4 KM4, the KM4 thing. The KM4 website I showed a minute ago had BioInno stuff on it, which is right here. We can go back over there. Km4 MPF Sales.com has BioInno right there. They've got batteries and chargers, full line of them. And they've got solar panels as well. So you can check that out right there. So Km4MPF Sales.com. Again, that's where I bought my tuner for my 705. And I got it in like just a few days. So it was, he seems to keep his stock updated pretty good. So PowerWorks. Let's go check them out real quick. Bump. PowerWorks. There. Holiday deals. Hey, there you go. Okay. Zoom in on that a touch. Come on. Okay, I guess I can't do that. Let's do it the hard way. Okay, there we go. Now, there's something wrong with my control key. All right, so variable 30 amp power supply for $139. Power pole bag. These are cool. Power pole bag. Best power pole crimping tool, an assorted power pole case, and a custom nylon bag for $89. $10 off. USB 3-to-1 silver adapter. Cool. These are cool. These PowerWorks watt meters are really cool because they're in line with power poles on both sides. Well, I guess you can get them bare wire, but the ones with power poles on both sides are better in my opinion. This right here, that's kind of neat. Heavy-duty nylon windowed radio case with stainless belt clip. Okay. These West Mountain Radio rig runners are nice. I've got 3 of them. I've got the MFJ version, and they work well. I've got a couple of custom-made versions that are made by a local guy here, and those work well. But the PowerWorks are they're a little bit more expensive, but they might be a touch more durable as well. So this ISO Power Plus is cool. Auxiliary battery isolator. All of this stuff is really good, high quality stuff right here. So they've got, powerworks.com/holiday deals. You guys can look and see what you want to in there. Link in the chat right there. Bum, bum, bum. HF power plugs. Power pole. Yeah, power pole the world. Yeah. We need a QRO ham harder hoodie. I just realized I didn't switch my screen here. So this is PowerWorks right here. Just like that. There's the web. I just put the link in the chat for this website. So you've got holiday deals straight from the front page. Just click here for holiday deals. It takes you to this website. This is all the stuff I was just talking about. I was on the wrong view. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, QRO ham harder hoodie. Hey, that is a good idea. Perhaps I will do that. Do a really limited run on those. Hey, Bill. KF5ZBL, good evening. Good to have you in the chat today, sir. Yes, Power Pole the world. Yeah, thanks, Anime. I didn't realize my screen was jacked up, but I got it. Oh, boy. John Robinson. I didn't see what you said, but okay. You are the one that inspired me to get my license. Hey, buddy, thanks, man. Let me know what your call sign is. Appreciate the just realized Roy D. Mercer's in the house. Yeah. Yeah, Roy Mercer's in the house. Goofball. Annie Cowley's in the house. Good evening or good morning for you, sir. Glad to see you this morning. So, those are the holiday deals, guys. There's probably some more out there. I checked a couple other websites. I didn't really see much on HRO's website. MTC's got a few things, but their inventory is down because they have sold the heck out of all their stuff. And he says that they're like a week and a half backed up on shipping because they've had an illness in the store and they've had all these orders come in. So really great folks out there. I can't say enough good things about Main Trading Company out in Paris, Texas. But get the website that you have experience with. My recommendations are, and have been for a long time, both RNL.com and Gigaparts.com. But MTCradio.com is great. HRO is great. DX Engineering has some good deals sometimes. I didn't check them today. I like buying from these smaller sites like Km4 MPF Sales.com and countycom.com. I signed up for their stuff today. Josh talks about them a lot. And they have, Radiody is mostly Chinese stuff, but the cool thing about Radiody is that alarm keeps going off. There we go. The cool thing about Radiody is I hear a lot of guys talk badly about ham radio websites. Like, man, this thing looks like it was written in Microsoft Front Page 2000. And they're not wrong. Some websites still look like that. But Radiody, man, they've got a really cool looking website. They keep it updated. It looks very modern. It's easy to navigate. Shopping cart's secure. It's easy to get through. So you don't have that problem with Radiody. This is one of the things I always really liked about their website. So Universal Radio is still taking orders on current stock, or are they down altogether now? Good question. My last I saw from them, they were going to sell off their remaining inventory and then leave their website up for a while. But I don't know if their remaining inventory is all sold out or not. Let's see. Okay, it looks like they've still got the 705 in stock. So I'm not going to buy it because I already have one. But yes, I'm sure I want to cancel my order. But the website's still up. I would assume that it probably depends on the radio and depends on the model and the product and everything. They'll probably sell out of transceivers first and then maybe antennas second. And they'll probably have a lot of parts and trinkets and connectors and power gates and coax and stuff like that kind of left over for a while. Last updated, they updated the website today. So, yeah, they're still up and going for now. They announced their shutdown not too long ago, but for now, they're still, looks like you can still order stuff, or you can still order an IC705 from them. So, can't complain with that. Artie Mercer, the best place to buy ham radio gear without a doubt is MTC in Paris, Texas. They are definitely in my top 3. Yes, sir. Yep, great customer service from those folks out there. Let's see. I have 2 49-inch LG TVs. I put a Geocron on one of them. Yeah, I was emailing with some of the Geocron guys the other day, and they were telling me about their new, I think it was one of them. I can't remember exactly which one it was. They were telling me about their new, I can't remember which company it was. Tell me about their new product, but looked like a cool, kind of like a world clock that would tell you atmospheric propagation and stuff, all kinds of, too much science, a lot of science. It would tell you science stuff, tell you a lot of science stuff on there. So that's cool. Whoa, almost fell off my chair. So I haven't really even finished this yet. This is funny, but this is what happens when Frank's not here. I entertain myself. So good deal, guys. Hey, I hope that everyone has a great holiday season this year. Let me just talk about a couple of the things that are upcoming. Again, I mentioned at the beginning of the chat, we got like 190 people watching now. So let me go back through the things I mentioned in the beginning of the chat. Number one, I will be recording an extra class, one of the local clubs here in North Texas, in North Richland Hills, is doing an extra training class over Zoom for 5 Saturdays, 3 Saturdays in January, break in the middle for Winter Field Day, which is last week in January, and then the first 2 Saturdays in February. You can go sign up for that class. You don't have to be here because it's all done over Zoom at the Google Doc that I just linked in the chat. You can go sign up there. You can come to the Zoom session. You can go through the extra class training if you're a general, want to upgrade. I will be recording all of those, and I will be editing them and posting them to the channel later. They don't want to live stream it, which is okay. It would be hard for me to set aside 5 Saturdays to sit down and live stream for 7 or 8 hours a day. Because there's so many questions in the extra pool, so many more questions in the extra pool than there is in the tech and the general class pool. So, but there is an extra class that they're doing. I am going to record it. I am going to post it later. You can join. You can sign up at the Google Doc right now if you want to join the class and be there for the live class and ask live questions to the instructors via Zoom. If you just want to catch it on the replay, it'll be on the channel probably by late February. Depends how long it takes me to get those 5 8-hour videos edited and uploaded. But yes, yeah, that's coming. Anime says, someone earlier said funny stuff. Here is to hoping you all have a happy and safe whatever doesn't offend you holiday. Okay, sure. So, let me get back to that link because I think I lost it. So those of you who have complained about, and this is a legitimate complaint. Those of you who have complained, Luke Bryan, it's two spots above you. Those of you who have complained about not getting notified from YouTube, I set up a text messaging notification service which you can sign up for. You'll get 4 to 5 texts a week maximum, no more than that, maybe less than that sometimes. And if you don't like it, then you can unsubscribe at any time. So that link is hamradio2.com/text me, all one word, TEXTME. I just shared that link in the chat. And you can sign up for notifications. So you'll get a text notification for Monday Night Ham Radio, Thursday Night Ham Radio, with myself and several other of the YouTubers bunch that we do these premieres all in a row. My Wednesday lunchtime live streams that I do almost every week. Again, I'm going to have Bob K6UDA on the live stream this coming week. So 3 days from now at 10 a.m. California time, noon Texas time, we'll have Bob coming on to talk about his move from California to Idaho. That's why he's been offline so much lately. He's packing up his house he's lived in for 30 years, getting rid of a bunch of stuff, packing up the rest of his stuff, and he's moving to Idaho in January. So, link isn't showing in the chat. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. I can see it. I will put the links they were showing earlier because somebody mentioned it. Hold on, let me see if I can post it here. Tell me if that one shows up. I just sent one right after Sean 7 WTF. There it is. Okay. Restream must not be translating correctly. There it is. Okay. Okay. So let me share this again. Okay. So that's the text message sign up link. I'm going to share the Google Docs again. This is the extra class sign up link right there. Yeah. So there's the docs.google.com/forms. That is the extra class sign up. So I don't know. It was working with paste. I was just pasting it directly into YouTube. So I don't know why that wouldn't work. Yeah, I thought with the text alerts, I thought, a lot of people are complaining that they're not getting alerts. YouTube, if you go to YouTube and you click on the bell notification icon, you should get an alert every time I go live or every time I post a video. And that should be true for every channel on YouTube, every channel that you choose to bell notify you via YouTube. But I've heard a lot of people say over the last year or two that bell notifications kind of sometimes work and kind of sometimes not. A lot of people outside of a lot of other channels I watch on YouTube outside of Ham Radio have said the same thing. So I don't know. So I decided, let's try a text messaging service. Everybody texts every day anyway. The text message will have a link in it that you can just click on from your phone and open up the playlist for Monday Night Ham Radio or the direct link for a video I post, something like that. So I thought we'd try it and see if we get enough interest in it. We'll keep it going. If not, then, I'll say, okay, well, we'll do something else later on. Let's see. Don says, what is for sale in the Edfong antennas? You list 3 models. Okay, so there's 3 models of Edfong antennas that I carry. It's the dual band that goes inside of a PVC pipe. It's the roll-up J-pole that it's just twin lead that rolls up that you hang from a tree. I've used that one at my hunting lease before. It works quite well, connected to my 705, but also connected to a few other things. It's got 2 or 3 adapters in it. So there's a dual band version of that, the dual band roll-up, the dual band PVC pipe version, and then there's a 220 monoband PVC pipe version. So I carry all 3 of those. They're pop. Okay, good. Yeah, people are starting to see the links now. Time to eat supper finally. Everyone have a good night. Hey, K5YVY, thanks for being here, bud. Enjoyed your live stream earlier as well. That was good to see you on 20 meters earlier. Got the text me and Google, but not the extra link. The Google Docs link is the extra link. That is the form to sign up for the extra class. It's a Google Doc. That's what it is. If you've got the docs.google.com, that is the extra class sign up. Do you work satellites any? No, I've never really done satellites. You know what? Frank's doing some satellite videos. He's basically teaching himself to work satellites by trial and error, and he's done a lot of erroring. You guys don't see him out there in the field at the deer lease trying to work satellites for like 3 hours. He's like, it's fun. Hey, he's learned a lot about. He's done a very good job. He's done a great job learning how to work satellites. I have never actually done that. I've done it a little bit. We did a couple of satellite contacts in Costa Rica one time when I was there, but I was with a guy who did satellites all the time, so it doesn't really count because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was just holding the antenna. So I've never really done satellites myself. Contacting and doing a voice QSO with the ISS is something kind of on my bucket list. I would really, really like to do that. I never have done it though. I think that I would like to do that. Okay, is this for the playlist? Anime, you're going to have to tell me which one you're talking about. Ed says, thanks for the info tonight. Enjoyed the program. Past my bedtime. Good night. Thank you for joining us. We're probably going to be, we'll be going for about 90 minutes. We're going to shut it down here in a minute, bud. So thanks for joining us. John Robinson, K04JWY. You are my inspiration for getting my license. Thank you. All joking aside, and I know that a lot of the YouTubers bunch guys would say the same thing if you were to ask them directly. Getting people licensed, getting people interested in amateur radio, and getting people more knowledgeable in amateur radio is really why we do this. That's the main reason. It's not the only reason, but it's the biggest reason. At least it is for me. It's the biggest reason for me is to get people interested in amateur radio and get people on the air and get people to see how cool the hobby is, because it is a really cool hobby. So thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me know that. Really appreciate you guys. So, NCT, got to go to bed. Work starts early tomorrow, 73. So, 73, man. Thank you very much. KI5JFN Brett, has anyone seen any great sales on Raspberry Pis? You know, I have noticed that you don't really see those much. I did buy 2 different Raspberry Pi kit boards with they were a board with the minimal accessories. They didn't even come with a micro SD card. They came with a mini HDMI to regular HDMI connector. They came with the heat sinks to go on the board. And one other thing, I can't remember what it was right now. But I bought 2 of those kits. They're in my Amazon store. And I bought one that I'm using to build an MFJ product, and the other one I'm going to be using to build a new Pi-Star node. So you're going to see both of those upcoming on the show very soon. Let's see. I can go back over here. Yeah. Let's go back to Universal Radio. That right there. And this one right here. Scroll down, scroll down. Oh, you know, I bet it's on my kit.co instead. Sometime today website. There we go. Let's see. There, right there. Okay, so this right here, I kind of keep this kit updated. These two items down here. This 5-pack of 16 gigabyte micro SD cards. I just picked those up myself. They arrived in the mail 2 days ago. And then this Vilros Raspberry Pi 4 kit, which USB-C and micro HDMI. I picked 2 of those up that I'm building nodes from. One node and one and something with that new MFJ device. So that is, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but those are the ones I've picked up recently and used. So, but there's a bunch of them out there. What I would do is just go to Amazon and search for Raspberry Pi and just see what's on sale. If they're gonna run anything on sale at all, it's gonna be kind of obvious over the next week or two for the holidays and end of year and that kind of thing. So sometimes they're on sale. Those things are kind of hard to find on sale, I've noticed. But anyway, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So, guys, I'm going to shut this down. Thank you very much for being here tonight. A lot of people are signing off saying it's getting late. It's 8:30 in Texas Central Time, 9:30 for you guys on the East Coast. I know a lot of people go to work tomorrow. So thank you once again for being here. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Join us tomorrow night for Monday Night Ham Radio. We've got a pretty good lineup tonight. Let me see if I can pull up. I've got that link in here somewhere. Let me pull up that link real quick and share it with you guys. Steve, KM9G, temporarily offline, has already created the playlist for tomorrow night. And you can see the lineup of... There we go. Well, shoot. Let me share it over here because I don't know if that's going through. Share it through Restream. So there's that. Let me know if you see the link there. There's the link for the playlist tomorrow night. Starts at 5:30 p.m., I think, tomorrow night for Monday Night Ham Radio. Bob, K6UDA, will be on this channel at noon on Wednesday. And then Thursday's Christmas Eve. I'm not sure what I'm doing that. And Friday, of course, is Christmas. So everyone have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for being here. Really looking forward to getting through the holidays and seeing what kind of really cool stuff we come up with in 2021. It's going to be a fun ride. 2020 has been a downer in so many ways, but has given several of us YouTubers opportunity to expand our horizons and get our ham radio message out to more people. So try to be thankful in everything that you do. Look for the good in everything that you do. And even though 2020 overall sucked, it gave some good opportunities to get more people interested in ham radio, more people interested in watching YouTube about ham radio, and get more interaction and get me to know more of you guys online. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. And I hope to see you both Monday and Wednesday this upcoming week, 73. And you guys have a very good evening. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas also.